Good morning students. Hi students, how are you ma? Are you fine? I hope everyone is fine. How did you write the test? Superly have written. Everyone will get a good mark, isn't it? Full mark, isn't it ma? Okay, I am believing. If you have written correctly, you will get a full mark, okay? Okay students. Okay, did you remember students, I have started the civics lesson 1 on that day. Did you remember? What's the title? Understanding diversity. Okay, ma? Understanding diversity. Understanding diversity introduction part I have taken on that day. Okay, ma? So that continuation. Landforms and lifestyle diversity. Landforms and lifestyle diversity. So, a continent is a very large area of land with various physical features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers and seas and various types of weather patterns. India has all of them. India is known as a subcontinent, you know. Okay, so in different region, in different continents, the physical feature is different. Mountains, plateaus, plains is different. Rivers, seas and various types of weather patterns. Okay, different it is. Okay, it is not same. Okay, in all the continents it's not same. Okay, totally how many continents ma? 7 continents, isn't it? Asia is our home continent, isn't it pa? So, India is a subcontinent. India is a subcontinent. Okay ma? So, it is different. Weather pattern is different, mountain is different, plateaus. Okay, so it is different, various it is, varieties it is. So, these features have an understanding, influence upon the people who live in different landforms of the country. We come to know the features to understand. We can understand that. Okay, the peoples is living in different parts of the places, different landforms. Okay, they have living. They are living. So, physical and climatical features determine the economic activities of a region. Okay, so physical and climatical feature, it is differ from one country, one continent to other continent. Okay, ma? So, it is different from one region to another region. Okay, it is not same. So, the economic activities also, it is different from one region to another region. Okay, ma? Economic activities also, it is different. Okay, ma? So, like that it is. So, you know, in the people living in the plains thrive on agriculture, while people in the coastal area take to fishing there for their livelihood. In mountains regions, rearing of animals is undertaken. Hills landscape are supported to different. Okay, students. So, you know that. So, in the different activities will be there. So, in the coastal side, what they will catch the fish. Okay, ma? So, in the plain area, what they will do? They will do the agriculture. Okay, that type of work the people will do. Okay, so it is based on the economic activities different. Okay, ma? Rearing of animals in under then the hilly side, what they will do, ma? The mountain regions or they rearing of animals. They will do animals. Many animals they will what? They will carry. Okay, not carry. They will undertake. Okay, ma? So like that it will be. They have difference. By favorable climatical condition for the cultivation of coffee and tea. In the hilly area, it is suitable for coffee and tea. Okay, ma? So like that it is. Then the diversity in landform also impacts the flora and fauna. It is region. Already I explained this, ma. So once again I repeated this. Okay, so flora and fauna also in this region it is different. Okay, the cool area it is different type of plants will be there. In the some other area it is different type of plants it is. Okay, so like that it is. It is dependent. Food, clothing, occupation and livelihood of the people is closely connected with the region's natural surroundings and climate. Okay, it is based on the people's activities also. It is based on that conditions it will be. Okay, ma? So it will be like this. Then social diversity. Next I will explain social diversity. So interdependence and coexistence. Interdependent and coexistence. So a community is a place where people live together with a common interest or heritage. Our community is made up of peasants, laborers, artisans, parents, teachers, students and many other. For a comfortable livelihood, communities depend on each other. Okay, so in the social side, what in the social diversity also they have a diversity in the social side also. So interdependent and coexistent. It is depending on others. Okay, so we are living in this country. Different caste will be there, but we are mingling. Okay, we all are in this world, in this country. Okay, so like that it will be. Okay, so the community means what? You know, it is the is a place where people live together with a common interest or heritage. Okay, living in this place, it is based on our heritage. It is based on our interest or our activities will be there. Okay, so the some of them what laborers will be the peasants, artisans, parents, teachers. So like that it is in our community they have. For a comfortable livelihood, communities depend on each other. Okay, for comfortably, if you want to live in this country, what we are depending others. We are depending others. This is what was social diversity. Then families and society. So in this topic, in this heading, they have what some subtopics will be there. Okay, ma. Families and society, if we can see, so the families, what the fundamental unit of a society. Okay, so this family is the fundamental unit of the society. There are two types of families will be there. Everyone know what are they? Joint family and nuclear family. Okay, ma. So families live in a harmonious neighborhood. Hundreds of neighborhoods collectively from a village and thousands of them grouped together in a city. Okay, so you know the city and the village is different. Okay, ma. Village what ma? Peoples will be there. Hundreds of peoples only will be there. Okay, neighborhoods will be there. It will be. But city it is not. They have the facilities at the same time. Water. More peoples are living in that place. Okay, they are living in this place. This is what ma? Families and societies. Water. It is based on our interest. Some of them is settled in the city side, some of them settled in the village side. Okay, students. Okay, ma. So it will be like that. So this one also, the needs of people and the interdependence of communities for amenities such as water, food, electricity, education, housing, and so on bring us together to live in harmony. Though we are diverse in our cultural practices, we are united and interdependent socially. Okay, students, so many differences will be there. The water in some areas, water we will get sufficient water, food, electricity, etc., etc. In some other area, water we will get shortage it is. Okay, students, water is shortage. So like that they have the difference. But we are living in this place comfortably. Okay, we are depending about others. We are depending about others. Okay, that one also one of the reasons for that. Then religious diversity. Religious diversity, you know, India is a secular country. It does not declare any religion as state religion. The freedom of religion is our fundamental right. India is the birthplace of many religions and has become, really students, if we compare to other country, our India, what many many religions will be there. Okay, students, many religions freely. Which religion you like, you can follow that. Okay, so like that it will be. So really in our country, Hinduism, Islamism, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism and Zoroastrianism flourished in India. Okay, these are the religious religions as it is the birthplace of our country. Okay, so India is a land of festivals where people from different religions engage in many colorful celebration in different parts. Okay, really it is festivals also. Many festivals we are celebrating, isn't it, sir? Isn't it, ma'am? So many colorful festivals and all. Okay, it is what we are celebrating. Others also, other festival also, what we are getting holiday also, isn't it, pa? We are celebrating. We are mingle with the other people also. So like that it will be. So the wide variety of festivals celebrated in India is true manifestations of its rich culture and traditions. So festival like Pongal, Deepavali, these are the festivals. Okay, Pongal, Deepavali, Holi, Vijayadashami, Ayudha Puja, Navaratri, Durga Puja, Dussehra, Ganesha Chaturthi, Bihu, Kumbh Mela, Onam, Miladi Nabi, Ramzan, Christmas, Buddha Purnima, Mahavira, Mahavir Jayanti, Guru Nanak Jayanti, and Raksha Bandhan are some of the festivals. These that denotes the cultural diversity of India. Okay, we are celebrating this much festivals, isn't it? So watch. This one also what it is denoting the cultural diversity of India. What culture? What are the? What if you are in other region also, other religion also? What they will do? We are mingle. We are living in this country. Okay, students. Okay. So these are the festivals, students. Deepavali, Pongal, Holi, Vijayadashami, Ayudha Puja, Navaratri, Durga Puja, Dasara, Ganesh Chaturthi, Bigu, Kumbh Mela, Onam, Miladi Nabi, Ramzan, Christmas, Buddha Purnima, Mahavir Jayanti, Guru Nanak Jayanti, and Raksha Bandhan. These are the festivals. Okay, these are the festivals or in India we are celebrating. We all will celebrate. Okay, students. Okay, ma'am. Then linguistic diversity. Linguistic diversity means what and all? So according to the census of India 2001, India has 122 major languages and 1599 other languages will be there. Okay, so 4 major Indian languages families are Indo-Aryan Dravidian, Austroasiatic and Sino-Tibetan. Tamil is the oldest Dravidian language. Okay, so in our country, many peoples are speaking different languages. Okay, so some of them know Malayalam, isn't it? By etc. Hindi, English common. Okay, it is the international language. Hindi is the national language. It will be like this, isn't it? So, really students, in 2001 census, in India 122 major languages will be there. Okay, then other languages, 1599 other languages also they will talk. But our Tamil, we are Tamilians, isn't it? So it is the Dravidian language. It is the oldest Dravidian language. Oldest Dravidian language. Tamil is the oldest Dravidian language. Okay, could you understand? Then historically, the Portuguese, the Dutch, the British, the Danish, and the French came to India for trade and their occupation of India. Some parts of the, okay, so historically Portuguese, Dutch, Britishers, Danishers came to India for what purpose? For doing trade purpose. What is the main occupation? They mingle with the people and they spread our culture. Okay, so like that the culture is different. So the language also, the people also will mingle with the particular people, isn't it? So the language also is developed. So the languages also it's developed. Different languages people has used. Okay. Then because the British ruled over the over the entire country for over 300 years before independence in 1947, the English language gained prominence in India. Okay, so really done. Now also English language, if you know, if we can go to any other country, we can manage, isn't it? So it is the prominence language it is. So in due course, English has emerged as an important language and a medium of instruction in schools and colleges. It is widely used in official communication and daily life. Okay, so in the schools also, in the colleges side also, English is very important. It is the official language. Okay, it is the official communication and daily life, English language. Okay, ma'am? Could you understand, ma'am? Could you understand? This is linguistic diversity. Okay, linguistic diversity means what? The people used many languages. They speak different languages, but what? We have the unity. Okay, we all are Indians. Okay, students. Okay, I am going to stop this. I am going to give the question answer. Okay. Book exercises I am going to give. Okay, ma? Understanding diversity. Everyone take a social book. Now, turn the book back side, ma. I am using old book, students. So, you can, my side 208. 208, okay. So, okay. India consists of dash states and dash union territories. India consists of dash states and dash union territories. Tell the correct answer, ma. 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay, B is the correct answer. India consists of dash states and dash union territories. 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay, India is known as a subcontinent. Okay, B is the correct answer. Choose the correct answer. First one, B is the correct answer. Okay, India is known as a subcontinent. Okay, India is known as a subcontinent. Then third one, Mouse syndrome, the land of highest rainfall is located. Sikhism. Sorry students, Meghalaya. Okay, Meghalaya is the correct answer. Okay ma. Fourth one, Meghalaya, D. Third one, D is the correct answer. Okay. So first one B, second one B, third one D. Then fourth one, which one of the following religion is not practiced in India? D is the D. Okay, Confucianism. Confucianism. Then fifth one, recognized official languages of India as per 18th schedule of India constituted. Which one is the answer ma? C, 22. Okay, 22 is the correct answer. Have you all marked? First one B, second one B, third one D, fourth one D, fifth one also C. Okay. India consists of dash states and dash union territories. 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay. Then India is known as a subcontinent. Mouse syndrome, the land of highest rainfall, is located in Meghalaya. Which one of the following religion is not practiced in India? Confucianism. Recognized official language of India as per 8th schedule of India Constitution. C, 22. Okay, 22 is the correct answer. Then sixth, choose the correct answer. Onam festival is celebrated in Kerala. Okay, A is the correct answer. Sixth one A. Onam festival is celebrated in Kerala. Mohiniyattam is a classical dance of Kerala. Okay, Mohiniyattam is a classical dance of Kerala. Discovery of India, a book was written by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, D is the correct answer. Discovery of India, a book was written by Jawaharlal Nehru. The phrase unity in diversity was coined by Jawaharlal Nehru. The phrase unity in diversity was coined by Jawaharlal Nehru. B.A. Smith called India as Ethnological Museum. Ethnological Museum. B.A. Smith called India as Ethnological Museum. Okay ma, have you all marked? Sixth one A is the correct answer. Seventh one A is the correct answer. Eighth one D is the correct answer. Ninth one A is the correct answer. 10th one C is the correct answer. Okay, have you all marked? Then fill in the blanks. Geographical features and climatic conditions determine the activities of a region. Okay, fill in the blanks. You have to fill it. Okay, so economic. Okay ma. Geographical features and climatical condition determine the dash activities of a region. Economic activities of a region. Okay, geographical features and climatical condition determine the economic activities of a region. Okay, then second one, Jaisalmer, the land of lowest rainfall is located in Rajasthan. Jaisalmer, the land of lowest rainfall is located in Rajasthan. Tamil was declared as classical language in the year 2004. Tamil was declared as classical language in the year 2004. Then Bigu festival celebrated in Assam. Bigu festival is celebrated in Assam. Have you all marked ma? Fill in the blanks. Geographical features and climatical condition determine the economic activities of a region. Jaisalmer, the land of lowest rainfall, is located in Rajasthan. Tamil was declared as classical language in the year 2004. Bigu festival is celebrated in Assam. Okay, have you all marked? Match the following. Negroids, Indian race. Negroids, Indian race. Coastal areas, fishery. Coastal areas, fishery. Then Zoroastrianism. Okay, Zoroastrianism. Religion. Okay, it is one of the religion. Unity in diversity, India. Zoroastrianism. Okay, Zoroastrianism. Okay, ma, match the following. Negroids, Indian race. Coastal area, fishery. Zoroastrianism, religion. Unity in diversity, India. Okay, have you all marked? Everyone marked, isn't it? Answer the following question. I will continue into next class. Okay, students? Okay, will you study this questions, this one verse? Study, choose the correct answer, fill up and match. Okay, students? Thank you, ma'am.